Well, standing here now with the victorious captains of the England senior mixed side. We've got Marcus and Stacey. Congratulations, guys. Terrific performance.
Thank you. It feels great.
Feels good?
Yeah, it feels great. It was a really tough game, but a really fun game. It's hard, it's hot out here, and we just ran hard and we loved it.
So from my understanding, you guys drew with this team earlier in the tournament, so obviously today to come out and put a performance like that, I mean, commentating on it didn't look like you guys made a mistake.
Oh, I'm sure we made one or two, but yeah, I think we try and pride ourselves on completing our sets, getting down and leaving the ball as far away from our try line as possible. Something that we've been really working hard on all year, and credit to the coaches and stuff for all that stuff. Yeah, so if that's how it looked, then good job.
So just on a question, how has the team appreciated some of the nicknames that the commentators have given to the team over the course of the tournament?
To be fair, I think they've all liked them. I think Akshan was a bit. He's from Sri Lanka as an expat rather than India, so I think the family weren't overly amused by that one. But yeah, Pegster loved hers one, so that's appeared on that one. Yeah, and Tall Timber 1 and 2 are stuck. So yeah, it's been. Yeah,
we worked out that you guys were playing in pods or lines, as they call them over here, especially in the men. So we always sort of knew that. Did you like the Polish correspondent for Mimzik? So yeah, Mimchik. So yeah, sorry if I called it wrong all game, but yeah. So it was actually a great pleasure watching you guys play. You played a very great style of touch. Are you looking forward to next year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this year we had a little bit more competition this year, which was great to see more countries coming in, and so next year, even more to go after. So absolutely. Well,
you've got the two powerhouses from the Southern Hemisphere to come over, and you got to protect your country. So looking forward to competing against those two.
Yeah, 100%. I've certainly never had the chance to compete against them. So yeah, it'd be good to have a go against them.
Well, I'm glad you're the 30s and not 40s. So congratulations, guys, and enjoy your evening.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you. The line for England's second try.
Created indecision with those two defenders then.
Yeah. So the Scots want to hit back here. They don't want to let this get too far ahead. Claire Hill.
Also, we'll condition them.
Maxwell.
Them have you.
Hill. They're going to play out the back here to Osifa the
I need another
Duran.
So,
Mark, do you want to try number 13 for Scotland?
Number 13 for Scotland?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to steal your thunder there, Aaron.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. But I will do my best.
Unfortunately, I'm just going to name her Aussie.
Osifa Duran.
Osifa Duran. Osifa Dunran.
We just don't have time to prepare, Aaron, so we should, but we just don't get that time.
No, the games are happening thick and fast here. I was just explaining before, by the time the game finishes, the post-match celebrations, having the interview, we've got the anthems for the next round. And some of these teams are a little bit foreign to us.
So apology to any player where we haven't quite got your name right, or it's not
Hill. Last differences between saying being involved in a rugby league organisation to a touch organisation.
Oh well, of course it's a fantastic honour and privilege. Yet it's also a pretty steep learning curve. I had 4 years as chair of England Touch, had that grounding, and we'd hosted European championships with England. So yeah, it was a, as I say, a steep learning curve to embrace the game globally.
Yep.
But I had learned some lessons, had some experience from the 4 years I did with England. Now, if you look at the sport of rugby league and to some extent rugby union, we've got pretty much the same challenges where it's difficult to continue to be relevant and push yourself forward and be known.
Goes to ground.
This is good. If we can get Scotland to get another score quickly, we really do have a much tighter game now.
We will have a tighter game going to half time. Well, the Brownie's going more across field than forward. Tulloch. Yep. Good touch there by the English. Number 12. Anna Wilson making a good touch there. Price getting touched. Not sure if it's last touch, he'll be getting close. Price telling her where to go, running out of half, taking on Wilson. Wilson making the touch quite simply. So just got a little bit static there towards the back end of that set, and it's only getting it up to halfway. You really need to get it back towards the opponent's goal line if you're not going to score a try.
They did. And I think England were rattled a little bit by that score, and obviously determined not to concede next time.
Yep. Snap working here now with Buttersworth. Round the back is Wilson. Snap, Wilson. Buttersworth, they're on here. Did she make the touch, the two? Bryce did make the touch, so crisis averted. And the referee's picking up that England decided not to give the ball back to the mark, throwing the ball away, and as a result, an easy 10-metre penalty.
Maybe that's the heat getting to them, Aaron. You mentioned that the Mediterranean conditions here, 30 plus degrees. For probably 90% of the athletes here today, that's a hot summer's day.
Yeah. That's sitting inside, not going out, is it?
It sure is, yeah. And I know you've got your sleeping bag wrapped around you now, because this is a late winter, early spring day for you, isn't it?
Yeah. It's maybe a December day because the humidity's not there, but it's the heat's there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the conditions of southeast Queensland are significantly different to most of the northern European hemisphere.
And I wasn't so surprised that you ordered a hot chocolate early, but I was a little bit surprised that you had marshmallows on the table.
Oh, I ordered that from my friends.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I don't drink hot drinks actually.
You don't?
No, I can't. Just never been a thing. So we see the 7 to the 14. Well touched there.
Well, 3 weeks in Nottingham next year for the World Cup, and I think by the end of that you'll be drinking hot drinks.
Oh, possibly. Rosemary Kells there, making a good touch. So Scotland getting a little bit static there. The 10, Claire Hill rucking it out for him. Touch 5 now, Brownie then trying to create something. She's had her hands on the pill a fair bit.
I think there's a contrast here with the way England play on the advantage line and the way Scotland don't. It's obviously the key difference for me, where Scotland are going backwards a lot more, England not so much.
Yep, exactly. So Scotland just seem to be struggling with their rucking to get it beyond England's 10-metre line, because every time England... Oh, that's a interesting drive. Could have been done for hooking there, the English player. You're not allowed to wrap your arm around the waist of a defender. But she got away with that one. And then, she could have thrown the dummy then and scored, I reckon. She went the long ball. But I definitely think she could have thrown the dummy there. I think she had her player beat. Or as we call it on in Australia, Mark, she had her on toast.
Had her on toast.
Yeah.
But not with a hot drink.
Not with a hot drink, no. Cold Canadian Club.
So what do you have with toast then if you don't have a hot drink? Tea or coffee?
Ginger lemon kombucha. Or I have a tea extract. Cold tea extract. So we're on 5. Running out of half now, the 14, she's through. Throws the ball wide. Oh! Great opportunity for Scotland. Missed there.
Great. Oh, that was terrible. Nice. The legs in us at the moment, girls. Well done. There's one in here.
Once you've had a drink, come round and we breathe. Alright, so up on me.
Girls in here, no touch chat for a second.
Here we are, I'm going to start the decorating.
Well done, girls. Feels so good out there. Pass those round.
It does, it feels great. And the energy. Yeah. Can't ask for more in the final.
Right, ladies. What an awesome first half. That was really good. Okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves yet, though. We've still got a second half, which we need to finish out. So let's remain calm, cool, collected. Okay, we're running sweeper pickups. Remember that. Okay. But let's go out and smash the second half. We've still got another level to get to. Yeah. Let's really turn the screw in this, and let's finish off with a bang. Let's go. Let's go. Last 20 breeze it.
England pride on 3! 1, 2, 3!
Anna, you want half for the pickup, please? Yeah?
Let's go, taxi. Does anyone need anything? You good?
That's not foul, I think that's...
Keep going, ladies.
Tap team.
Just gonna, hopefully that.
Razor one, get it. First okay, cool. Awesome work.
Can I ask a favour? Can I get some? Can I ask you to fill that up?
Yeah, condition one.
Don't walk in front of the sound.
Last 20 minutes.
Thank you.
Everyone's just been delighted to get here and show what we can do.
Yep. So is the team, you think, going to stay together for the World Cup next year?
You know, all bets are off after this. We've got a lot of players, as you said, so we'll be going back to the drawing board, everything we've learned, and rebuilding for World Cup.
As we see, I think it's Nikki Bird coming through half. You might actually know most of these players, so...
No, a fair few are tight in their half there.
Yeah, that's what we noticed in the first half. The English defence were rushing the Scots, and as a result, the Scottish were basically not able to get past the 10-metre line there. And, you know, similar sort of there, like, you know, that's last touch, and England are getting the ball, you know, 2 metres on their side of the 10-yard line. So that's good field position because you can make something out of the back end of your set if Pill in that area.
Set up a really lovely platform, that shift they've done there for their attackers.
Yep.
It looks like they might double shift here, actually.
Beth Newton. So when you call double shift, yeah, I mentioned that in the first half. I said that she could have got done for hooking, which you guys may not familiarise the term. That's where you go in to make the touch and you wrap your arm around the waist of the player. I saw that in the first half she did, and she got away with that one. She didn't get away with that one there. So she might just have to change her technique a bit.
So no hugs acceptable on the touch pitch?
No hugs
Only
acceptable
off.
until full time or the after party, depending on your relationship status, of course. So you guys heading there tonight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very well earned.
Yeah. I believe that that's the main reason. Oh, she's not on there. That's play through.
Oh no, he must have just called her on. That was a good run by the number 13 for Scotland.
Yeah, that's.
Tutu.
I would have thought that had she kept running, she might have got through there because I thought she had the English player beat.
Quite possibly.
But yeah, all I've heard about is this after party thing. I'm actually just driving back to Paris, so I've got a few days touring there. So the last thing you want is.
There are worse places in the world to be than Paris.
Yeah, for a couple of days. But after parties are for players, referees, officials of the teams.
Ladies, can
not
you all just
tournament
come in for a
organisers.
second with me? Okay.
So you see England, that's shifting the ball nicely. That's lovely. Did she get it? Claire Hill's made the touch.
So let's look for the fly.
9-year-old who's a pretty enthusiastic touch player, and so yeah.
Oh, my kids can't stand touch.
Oh, that's a
No,
shame.
they're basketball and netballers.
Well, you're pretty leggy, so I can imagine are they quite tall?
They are quite tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 15 to 13. Yes. As my partner refers to me as a giraffe when I run on the touch field. So that's the drinks break here at the women's 27s.
So 1:10 to go.
1:10 to go. England looking pretty good at the moment, I would say, in this one.
Yeah, they're looking pretty calm and confident. If they keep their heads, I reckon they've got this one.
Well, pretty much Scotland, when England control the ball for a set, they're making about 60 metres. When Scotland control the ball for the set, they're making about 35.
Yeah.
And that's the big difference in this game at this point in time. So we've got 10 minutes. The girls have got 10 minutes of work left. If you're in the middle of a link, that's usually about 2 or 3 times that you're on, depending on how much of a hog you're.
They are double setting as well sometimes, so it might mean even you might only get a couple of goes on the pitch in that 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Have they got players that jump, or what we call jump, so that they?
Yeah, they'll attack, they'll D, they'll attack one more time, D, and then they'll sub. So they'll do 2 full attacking.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, we have certain teams where you need certain players on. You may be in a rotation of 6 in the middle, but if you feel that you need a certain player on, they'll what they call jump. So they'll jump the next person that was in the rotation. In Queensland, we generally don't play pods.
Okay.
We play pods is very popular in the Sydney and New South Wales way of playing, and certainly in the Australian setup. I know in the Opens division they love it, but in the teams that we play in our seniors division, we don't have probably that many. What's the right word? It's just better for us to play just a rotation and then put players on at certain times when needed.
Does that give you a more sort of fluid attacking approach, do you reckon? Or just
having the pods or not having the pods?
Not having the pods.
It just means you've got multiple options in attack. You're not always attacking. There's advantages, disadvantages of all methods.
Get up!
Last touch there and there. Well defended by England. There's advantages to each method, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it's just whatever one the coach and the players are suitable with. I don't think you have to pigeonhole yourself to anything in this sport. And that's certainly the way I coach.
Yeah, I think most England teams play pod system, don't they? I'm much more familiar with that. Though I have seen, when the chips are down and perhaps you've got a tight game or a draw, that, pods will get shuffled or certain players will get put in if they know that they're a good strike player.
Yep, well, we call that Pepsi side.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, that's been our name for 20 years. There's the number 7 there for England, Kells. You said she's got some wheels on her. Got out of half. The referee's seen something. A push prior to Kells running out of half. And we have ourselves a penalty. So playing advantage there, nothing forthcoming. So. And we've got ourselves attacking the lines. Yep. Best to use the TV screen when you're in that position.
I'm too little to see that far.
So we've got the 14 now for England. That's Divine. I haven't seen much of her in this game. So she gets her opportunity in the last 10 maybe. Maybe they were using that certain number of plays and then bringing some other plays on at the back end. So little punish play here for Kells to Divine. Bird's outside her. Yeah, I didn't think she got that roll ball appropriately.
No,
and
a bit close into, not quite on the 7.
Yeah, Isabel Thomas She looks very similar to Nikki Bird, Isabel Thomas. So, but I know Bird's out on the wings. So
It's interesting at this point in most of the games at this time of the day, the heat and the fatigue, you can see it setting in, and sometimes decision making goes out the window a bit.
yep.
And you know, in really tight games, that can be the difference between a win or a loss.
You can. You hope sometimes adrenaline gets you through a little bit as Watson turns it on the inside to Brownie. Brownie a long ball out and ball goes to ground.
Keep their scoring, ladies. Completion and patience.
So England now rucking it out. I think they get another one. I think that might be the game. I think Scotland has still got a chance at the moment, but they're going to have to really change up what's happening here as Bird gives a good drive through.
Yeah, and I think they're just giving England a bit too much space in that midfield. They're sending up a shooter, they're not compressing them enough.
Newton and Cone. Cone's going to score here. No, good touch by the link. Oh, no. I mean, I know you may be a little biased on this side of the fence, but I think the link there, I thought she got up before the ball got down, but as I've said many a times, I'm here, the referee is right there. What do you think on the replay?
I don't know, I think that's a pretty close one, and the ref was right on the spot there, so you'd have to trust their decision.
Yeah.
I think if that link had have come up off the line, even just one step, she probably would have been given that, but she was pretty static and flat on the line, if not slightly behind.
Well, you made a good point there. That's if she was on the line, more likely than not, the referee does side with the attacker.
Yeah.
If she's a metre off the line, generally speaking, the referee, it's a lot more doubt for the referee, and he still may go with the ball down, but you're going to give yourself far greater opportunity. And there's a play through there.
Yeah, they've scored there. That was a lovely score. That was number 10, Claire
Hill.
And that was an example of just what we were talking about. I think just a bit too static on the line there, and she scored in that mid-league chance. I can't quite remember what the number is, I don't know, but there's some statistic about how vulnerable you are as a set of defenders straight after you've scored.
Yeah, well, we were saying that all commentary, we call it the hit back.
Yeah.
And we have seen this so many times that a team has scored and the team virtually is hit back straight away. Actually, to be honest, England have been very, very good at it as we see Kells come through. And just some English player asking a question there of our commentators.
Bit of confusion around how much time there is left. I think that's the one downside of having these
drinks
quarters.
breaks. Yeah.
It's easy to lose track of time.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd just let the clock run and say you've got 22 minutes a half. But the long ball there, obstructed by the player's shade tent, but it went to ground. So.
Where?
Okay, that's why it went to ground.
It was a bit of a looping pass. I don't know if it got knocked as it was coming out of their hands, perhaps, that sent it upwards.
So Joe Devine out there again. She wants to work with Joe Devine. She's going to dive and score, is she? Brownie goes calling the touch. Oh, she's going to say no. Well, he's given a try. Obviously, maybe he thinks Brownie didn't make it. But Joe Devine.
Down in and again. So I think the middle said that they didn't make the touch, and the link again. It's almost a
So let's see what's happened here. So Devine straightens link.
Oh, she did step up off the line that time. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think Scotland can be a little bit unlucky there, but there's been plenty of times I've been given tries like that, so I'm not going to complain. Especially when as soon as you put the ball down, you're yelling at the ref, ball down, ball down, ball down.
Yeah. When you get that close, you want it to be a score, don't you?
You do.
Especially if you've taken a bit of skin off your knees in the process.
Exactly. As Claire Hill goes again, trying to find her teammate Maxwell.
That's a bit of a shame there for Scotland. I think they could have had a bit more patience and earned their strike a bit more in that game, in that set.
Yeah.
Throwing it away on seconds, probably not what the coaches want to see.
Exactly. So England rucking the ball out now. A couple of minutes left in this one. Oh, great. Little bit of footwork there by Fielding. Now with the ball. Nikki Bird on the inside. Keane. No, well. The Scottish linker, number 13. But the referee calling something. Let them play. Doesn't always. Keane. Wilson just saying, end it there. We'll defend it. Bird. Wilson. Newton. Long run. Last touch. Put on Scotland. They might have been better just killing it on this side of the field.
Yeah, quite possibly.
But at 6-2, with a couple of minutes to go, you can layer it up a bit.
Yeah, and I think, one of the things that I think England has been criticised for in the past is being a bit too prescriptive and playing too much to the playbook. So when you've got a bit of freedom to move, I reckon actually, an opportunity to be a bit of innovative, why not take it?
Or as we call layering it up.
Layering it up, yeah.
Yep. So, well, it's party time really in the last 3 minutes. When you know you got the game won, you can sort of sit out there and you're just going through the motions a little bit. You know that even if they get one, you can just walk back to halfway. You've got the ball for another minute. So the game's won no matter. And that's an easy touch there for Wilson. Brownie trying to say that she was offside, but...
I tell you what, looking at the boots on these, the three in the middle in Scotland at the minute, it's a bit of a party on the field already with those coloured shoes.
Absolutely. I think they've dressed for the after party 2 hours too early, or maybe a bit longer. 6 hours too early. I don't know, you guys finished your grand final 11th. That's always dangerous, early grand finals.
Yeah, especially when you're old. You've got to pace yourself these days or just peak too early.
So we have a tradition when we play our grand finals. So we've been successful in our nationals for the last 5 years in the 40s. And our tradition is car park straight after the game. Do our customary singing and chanting and a few drinks and then go back, watch a couple of games and then into the formalities of Kangaroo Court, as you guys call it.
So I'd be done after the car park.
Yeah.
I'd be out in the tarmac.
Yeah. Last touch here, just running from dummy half. That's good play. That just kills it. You're on if you sub off. It'll be your teammates finishing off the game. This is when you become a bit of a hog and go, no, I'm not coming off. I'll be on for full time.
And England are just being relentless in their defence here and just not giving Scotland any space to run. Scotland's got a couple of really lovely nippy players. They demonstrated early in that, I think it was the second quarter.
Yeah.
But they're not giving them any space.
No, they held England scoreless in the third quarter, so it was just this last couple of minutes here, just a little bit of tiredness from the Scottish. And but also a little bit of professionalism from England. I mean, they've been very disciplined in the way they're playing, and it's got that Peter Bell stamp on it. The way, like all the English sides, the women's sides that I've seen, especially the women's opens, the 27s, they're playing a different, similar style. And I'm assuming that you guys in the 40s have adopted something similar as well.
Yeah, certainly similar characteristics.
Yep.
And Gary Lambert, the been with this team for a long time, so he's like Mr. Super Chilled, so it's unsurprising that
Mr. Super Chilled.
Yeah.
There you go. Is that what he's known as?
It is.
It is now. It is now. That's right. Anything that we say here is sets as gold. So.
We need to line up. We need to do some rocking quickly.
Yeah. Boys, we're just going to drop our stuff. We're going to do a little bit of rocking. What?
We've got to go through about
Okay, no worries. We're not going to be doing any rocking then.
We'll do the rocking after.
Okay. Fee, can I just chuck this to you after when they say no hats?
Yeah, keep hats on.